Happy Friday, everybody. It's 4 o'clock. That means it's Hippie Chicks Live. And today it is just singular Hippie Chick. I'm flying solo today, kids. It's just you and me. Elle is very busy with her theatrical career right now. She has two productions going on. And of course, this weekend is kind of wrapping up the whole summer season as they get ready for their productions for the holiday season. So she says hello and hi and peace and love to everyone. But she needs this time to focus on that. So I figured we'd have a little time here before we've got the fall equinox coming up on Monday, I believe. And then Sunday is a big deal where we've got the partial lunar eclipse and new moon in Virgo. And this is going to be pretty heavy duty. All the astrologers are just, some of them are trying to be nice about it, like, just keep grounded, focus on the light. And other ones are like, holy fucking shit. So I'd like to kind of balance everything out right now and talk about a couple of things. I thought maybe at some point, maybe I would, how many times I'm going to say maybe, do a little hypnosis, just, to get grounded, to tap into your power. Because we're going to need it right now because the manipulation machine is on full tilt right now. And they're trying to rattle the cages of everybody. And for some people, it's working. And God love them. And I send them love and light. And for the rest of us, we're just like, let's stay as grounded as possible, anchor as much light as possible, because you can see exactly what's happening right now. So I thought I'd start with something that I came upon earlier this week. It was a podcast, Mel Robbins. If you're not familiar with her, she is an American influencer, podcaster, very wise sage. I like the way she delivers her material. It's very grounded, no nonsense, and heartfelt. It's, from her own experience. She walks the walk. She's not just, talking about it. So she did an episode on September 11th that really caught my attention. And let me back up a second because my dog Levi wants to come in and be at my feet because he is my protector. He takes care of his mama. She did this program talking about, how we need to participate in reprogramming our mind because, we have been gravely brainwashed, if you will, every one of us. I call it with my clients automatic negative default, and it zaps your power. It drains you literally, and it's focusing on what you don't want or don't like, what you're afraid is going to happen, and the lack of what you want. And the narrative right now is blasting all of those things to keep us disempowered. So what I really appreciated, what Mel did was, and I don't know if this is hers per se, it may be literally, but she could have just, like we all do, we take little bits and pieces of everything we hear and we create something out of it. So, who cares? It's good material nonetheless. So it's something that she says to herself every morning, and it's how you're really setting the tone for the day. And please excuse me, I have allergies. Oh my goodness, especially fall is real fun. So anywho, I beg your pardon. She says there's 8 things that she says to herself every morning. And the first one is, as soon as you wake up, before you pick up the phone and start scrolling, and gosh, I hope you're not doom scrolling. I know it's easy to do, to go down that rabbit hole, but that's a big energy drainer for sure. So time out on that, please. But the first thing you want to say to yourself, and say it out loud, because you're activating your vocal cords and you're hearing the sound of your own voice, and you're really helping to program your supercomputer, which is what's creating this existence that we have here on 3D Earth. So the first thing you say is, today's going to be a great day. It's pretty simple. Doesn't matter what you see coming up. If you have to go to a funeral that day, if you got to deal with a particular shitty client that day that is just the biggest a-hole you've ever met in your life, but you still have to, get the taste of ass on your mouth because it's a part of your job. it's going to be a great day. Okay, hear me out. It's going to be a great day. Number two is something cool is going to happen for me today. That one in particular, I really like, and this is all a part of the law of assumption. You're assuming that's going to happen, and it could be something as little as you just saw a particularly groovy cloud that day, and it made you happy, or your favorite song came on the radio, or you got that killer parking spot that you never get. You always have to walk, and that's not a bad thing. But finally, once and for all, oh shit, I got the primo spot. That kind of stuff. Pay attention, because where your attention goes, this is where the energy flows. And I know you feel me saying this, because our attention is trying to be pulled elsewhere to keep us disempowered and drained. And these affirmations, whether you're really feeling it in the moment or not, doesn't matter, because this is how you resist the darkness, is with the lightness. So something cool is going to happen for me today. The next one is, no matter what happens today, I can handle it. Because the root of anxiety is a root belief that you're not going to be able to handle it, that it's going to be like the end of the world for you. Or it's going to be just so painful you can't bear it. Either way, the bottom line is you're inadequate. That's the biggest wound a lot of us has, is inadequacy, which will lead to the abandonment wound, because if you were inadequate, why would anybody abandon you, right? That's the way that the mind is thinking. So no matter what happens today, I can handle it, right? And I'd like to tack on to it, handle it with maturity and wisdom. Because some people handle things in a not so healthy way. So I'm tacking that on to the end of that one. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that. 4, an exciting new chapter in my life is starting today. All right. And that is positive. And again, positive expectation, acting as if this new chapter is happening. I'm not waiting. I'm not hoping. The word hope has what we don't really understand about the word hope, and I'm not dogging on it, because it has its place, I guess. But it's, when you really think about hope, it's in the future and out of your reach. Now, I just had a flash, like somebody that's been like incarcerated for a very long time. They need to cling on to some hope that they're going to get the fuck out of there, right? All right, so that keeps you going. That's that motivation. But for people that aren't in that dire situation, we like to use the word hope as, oh, I hope it works. I hope I could do that thing. To me, it seems like just a wishy-washy cop-out. I hope I can do it, but if I don't, that's okay, because I did hope. Try is in the same caliber as that. Try and hope is just a wishy-washy way of copping out on yourself. So, I'm not buying it. So, anyhow, an exciting new chapter in my life is starting today. Expect it. Know it. Make it happen. 5, this is a really good one for a lot of people who beat themselves up. Because when we set goals and don't meet those expectations, what do we typically do to ourselves? We beat ourselves up, don't we? Does it work? Does it propel you out of the unwanted behavior or circumstance? No, it doesn't. No, it makes you feel worse, doesn't it? Why do we do that? Everybody does that. I do it to myself. I catch myself all the time. It's like, no, stop that. I'm definitely way better now than I used to be. Because babies aren't born hating themselves or anybody else for that matter, right? So why do we do this? We learn it. It's a learned pattern. We learn it at home. We learn it at school. We learn it through society. It's like some norm that we've agreed to that, oh my God, if you show any kind of self-love, like especially in like school, ooh, well, Kat, you're full of yourself and you're stuck up or you're selfish. And of course, we don't want to be perceived as any one of those things, because that would make us an outcast, right? And of course, it's in our DNA not to be outcast, because that meant certain death. So in our little reptilian minds, our little wrinkly pink computer, we're like, oh, okay, I need to put myself last in order to be accepted. And that is the most disempowering message that we could teach children. One of the most disempowering messages we could teach the children, and we all do it to us, and we all second guess ourselves. It takes us away from our divinity and our sovereignty. So it's a good idea to get out of that pattern because it doesn't help. So give yourself credit. You need to give yourself more credit for how hard that you're trying. And that's number 5. I didn't really get to that now, did I? I said I get off on a tangent sometimes. All right. I need to give myself more credit for how hard I'm trying. Let me repeat that. I need to give myself more credit for how hard I'm trying. And most people don't do that because I need to do enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not enough. Look at them. They're doing more. I'm doing nothing. Now, your existence is something. That's the important thing. But give yourself credit for everything that you've done and have been doing and will continue to do. Because let's face it, no matter how lush somebody's life is, we came here to experience the contrast, and suffering is a part of that. So give yourself credit for getting through it. Number 6 is I'm allowed to be a work in progress. And that's another kind of goes along with that same, we hang ourselves up on a meat hook if we don't meet these expectations. And a lot of times our self expectations are just wackadoo. Take it one day at a time, be appreciating the fact that you can experience your life. If you're self-sufficient, be appreciative of that. There's so many people out there who aren't. Look at the things that you just take for granted and be grateful for them. And know that you are a work in progress, and every day in every way you just get better and better, because you are evolving, even if you don't think you are. All right, number 7 is if I keep showing up, life will reward me. And that's a good one for people who keep focusing on the disappointments in their life and all the shit that just goes wrong. And I'm going to speak up on that one because I've had a lot of experience with that particular lesson of, getting all excited and going gung-ho and getting into it, and then nothing fucking comes of it. Or if it does, it's a nightmare. But through it all, I just find what my passion is, and I'm not letting anything stop me. This is what is met if it tries to stop me. So I'm going to keep showing up because I know the energy is going to meet me. All right. It is physics. If I keep putting out that energy that I'm here, I'm making it happen. This is my passion. I know, I don't hope it's going to work out. I know it's going to work out, and something really cool is going to come of it. And you keep showing up, and that energy is going to eventually meet you. So there's your miracle. There's your reward. All right. Just keep showing up. And then finally, number 8 is I have an important contribution to make to the world. And there's some people out there that hear that and go, well, what the hell do I have to contribute? All right. I'm just a surly old cuss. I'm just an old sod. I'm a bastard, or I'm just everyone, calls me a bitch, or whatever the case may be. Maybe your contribution is to be the contrast. Ooh, that's a jagged pill to swallow, but it's a part of this environment, isn't it? Some people are here to be the contrast, and this is what we're experiencing right now. So it's all a mirror. It's reflecting what we've been experiencing for the last 1,000, 2,000 years, right? And now it's time for a change. It's time for us to tap into our own power, to know our sovereignty, to really understand our purpose here. And it's not so, well, it is grandiose if you think about it. Just to be alive is a pretty amazing thing. But each individual person is a part of a collective. So you are many in the individual all at the same time. We're all tentacles of the same octopus, if you will. So, when we really understand that, all of this chaos will stop, because it won't have power anymore. I keep envisioning, like, I don't know. It's I can't tell if it's like a quasi mix of humanoids and extra terrestrial people. That's the only way you can call it. People from other places that is not Earth. Because we're stupid if we think that we're the only people here. I'm just, no respect. I can't even be respectful about that because it's just ignorant. Anywho, I keep envisioning, like, these hierarchs that they've been draining. Like, we got hijacked. They've been draining us for this amount of time, and it's coming to an end. It is absolutely 100% coming to an end, and you could feel it. You could feel the desperation and the cheesy tactics that they're taking. I mean, it's cheesy. And the more you start waking up, the clearer you see it. So I think it's important for us to really get grounded and get into recognize our sovereignty. So I want to take a moment here and just kind of do a quick little mini little grounding session, if you will. So if you're driving somewhere listening to this, which I seriously doubt that you are, please pull over. But if you're sitting comfortably in front of your computer, just get comfy, cozy. If you want to get into lay down or whatever, you don't want to be totally too relaxed because that might invite sleep. And this is just more of a proactive kind of visualization meditation type of situation. So just go ahead and get yourself comfortable and just allow yourself to settle in. Take a deep, easy breath in and exhale. And just let each breath peel away the layers of stress as you just get yourself comfortable. It doesn't matter if you've got, stuff going on around you. You can still kind of take that break in that little space inside your head. So just let each exhale be a silent invitation to let go. Just let go of the effort, let go of the noise, let go of the never ending shoulds and the should nots. Because there's nothing to fix right now. There's nothing to solve. There's only this moment, this beautiful pause. This moment right here where you give yourself that opportunity to just be, to just let yourself arrive here and let every breath draw you even deeper inward. And you can relax there with your eyes closed, or they could be open. Doesn't matter. Whatever feels right for you. Because what you hear now, your subconscious drinks in like rain on thirsty soil. You don't have to try. You don't have to force. You're just simply absorbing. Just quietly and effortlessly, naturally. You're just allowing yourself to be rewired right now. You're rewiring yourself. You're becoming unburdened. You are reclaiming what's yours. And you're releasing what you no longer need to carry. The spinning wheels of anxiety, the echoing what ifs, the heavy cloak of not enough, the comparisons that whisper they have it and I don't. No more. From now on, anytime you feel a tremble of unease, the surge of comparison, the pinch of pressure, you'll remember this moment, this breath, this clarity, and this choice. And you'll respond, not with panic, but with peace. Because now you understand anxiety doesn't come from the world. It comes from your thoughts about the world, from the stories you were taught to believe, from the rules that you never really agreed to, from the whispers in your mind that say, I must succeed or life must be perfect. But my dear, you know what? That's not the truth. That's tyranny. And you're no longer bowing to it. You're stepping into deeper wisdom now. That's right. A gentler authority. A voice that says, I can want, but I don't need. I could dream without demanding. I could feel anxious and still be okay. Because, of course, you'll still feel anxious sometimes. It's perfectly human, but you'll respond with grace. That's right. Because you know that perfection is just a myth. Rejection is just an opinion. And anxiety is just a weather pattern in the mind. It just blows in and it blows out. All right. You'll stop making mountains out of discomfort. You'll stop building catastrophes from inconvenience. You'll stop believing every dramatic headline your mind tries to sell you. Right? And it's at that point is when you take your power back. Acceptance will be your anchor. Desire won't rule you. Demand won't drive you. And you'll live with this truth. I don't need anything to be different in order for me to be okay. You'll let go of control. You'll let go of conditions. You'll let go of the internal drill sergeant that never lets you rest. Instead, you'll choose peace. You'll choose presence. You'll choose your own damn freedom. And as you rest in this spacious stillness, just feel how good it is to just stop striving for a moment. To stop fighting your own mind. To stop believing the lies that said you weren't enough already. Because you are. You always have been, and you will continue to be. And now you do remember. You are steady. You are safe. You are sovereign. And now is the moment to rise. That's right. You're doing beautifully. So before we come back into full waking awareness, just let yourself linger here for a few moments in this soft space between worlds to gather what you've experienced, the thoughts, the images, the quiet insights that may have surfaced as you listened to my words and allowed images to appear. Not too fast, not too slow, but just right for you. And you don't need to capture it all. I mean, your subconscious mind has already gathered what matters. And you may find yourself, just thinking a little differently, responding more calmly, feeling more grounded and resourced. I mean, even in situations that used to be challenging to you before. So before we return fully, you just take a moment to reflect, maybe even to just sense the shifts already beginning. The new perspectives beginning to form. A new way of responding that just feels easier, more natural, more like you at your best. That part of you that has always been wise is now maybe a little closer to the surface, right? And you might even imagine now the days ahead unfolding a little differently, a little smoother, a little lighter. As you begin to use more and more of your own inner intelligence and actually trust it. That's right. So take this moment now to just simply let those realizations settle in, like seeds, being tucked in gently into fertile soil. Just trusting what you've received here today will continue to grow and take shape in ways that support you fully. Because your unconscious mind knows exactly what to keep and how to use it in just the right way and just at the right time. That's right. Your brilliant unconscious mind is already at work weaving these shifts into your daily life. And every day you'll find it easier to embody stability, clarity, and confidence and gratitude, genuine gratitude just for your daily experiences. Because your unconscious mind has already begun laying the foundation, strengthening your self-belief, rooting you into the trust of who you are, powerful, present, aligned with your best self. So even long after you listen to me speaking to you, the effects of my words to you with my intention will linger. In fact, they'll even grow stronger. And every day you'll feel more at peace with yourself and with life and with everyone in it, more relaxed about life, and more focused on your preferred state of being, both mentally, physically, and spiritually. That's right. So allow yourself now to come back into full waking awareness, gently rising back from this state of relaxation, bringing with you the calm confidence that you've cultivated here today. Feeling very, very happy with the transformation that is taking place right now. So, my beautiful peace and love warriors, thank you so much for joining us here today, or joining me here today. Me, myself, and I, and my dogs, and my cat. Oh, I got a new cat this week. His name is Nico. He is a very, very sweet cat. And he is getting acclimated. So hopefully someday in the future, you'll see his little tail walking behind me at some point. So thank you so much for joining us. If you're interested in learning more about hypnosis or hypnotherapy, I'm both a clinical and transpersonal hypnotherapist. I have a practice here in Virginia Beach, Hypno Health Solutions. You can reach me at hypnohelpsyou.com. And feel free to reach out, ask me any questions. I'm happy to answer them. But thank you so much for joining me here today. Be safe over this weekend. The energies are going to be kind of all over the place. A lot of endings, a lot of big endings happening right now. So if you're going through some turmoil right now, know that it will be bright and sunny on the other side. You are walking across the rainbow, not the Rainbow Bridge. But it will be sunny on the other side. I promise you, because where we're going, we can't take that heavy energy with us. So I think I'm wrapping up just a little prematurely here. So I'm just going to ramble on just a little bit more and just kind of channel what comes down from me. I'm with. In spite of how crazy things are feeling right now, I think it's necessary for us to do this, to snap out of the mindset that we've been in for such a very long time, because we know in our heart of hearts that it hasn't been normal. And we are moving into our new normal. And I'm very excited about that. And I'm going to do whatever I can to help anchor that light into this beautiful planet, Gaia. And I know the rest of you are as well. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching new reality TV. Oh, speaking of which, if you're in the Virginia Beach area, go to the oceanfront, the Wyndham Hotel. On between 56th and 57th Street. There is Spirit Fest there. And Will and Karen from the Skeptic Metaphysicians will be there. And they're going to be broadcasting live on New Reality TV tomorrow. So I hope to see you there. So peace and love, everybody. Have a great weekend. Happy fall equinox, autumnal equinox. And we'll see you next Friday at 4 o'clock. Peace and love.